আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু এভরিওয়ান হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ ওয়েলকাম টু মিস্টার রবিন। তো চলে এসেছি আজকে আরেকটি লাইভ স্ট্রিমে এবং লাইভ স্ট্রিমে করবো র্যাঙ্ক পুশ, কিন্তু সিজন এন্ড নাকি এখনও সিজন চলতেছে তা আমি জানি না। দেখা যাক সিজন কি শেষ, না না সিজন এখনও আছে, মানে টাইম আছে ডিভিশন ওয়ানে যাওয়ার জন্য, কিন্তু অনেক পয়েন্ট 150+ পয়েন্ট দরকার। তাও দেখা যাক পারি কিনা। ওয়ান্স টু প্লে ফ্রেন্ডলি, প্লিজ ডু কমেন্ট 1v1 and don't forget to like this stream, guys. I just need your support and I'll try to do live stream every day, so support me, guys.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Claude Makelele is, in my opinion, a player that revolutionised the role of the defensive midfielder. He highlighted the importance of the ugly side of the game.
The original and still perhaps the best.
I'd say so. Many have tried to emulate him, but nobody's managed it.
Arda, good read, needed to be. Ernest, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Costa Curta. Ernest. And it's Van Dijk. Now he's got space here. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Koundé. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get on the end of this? And he's cut it out. Nicked it back promptly. Neither side yet able to find the net. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Xabi Alonso goes steaming forward. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Pedri can see things, others simply cannot. Xabi Alonso, and it's made its way to him. Eze. Iniesta. And he was quick to react.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Luis Suarez. He's through, now is he in?
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Fabulous. Decent chance! It's there!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Borussia Dortmund really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So the first... There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Number 20.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Number 9.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Number 21.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Taking place.
And he's lost. Hooders! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Thuram has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Best. Nice looking ball. Koundé. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack. And
oh, he's been caught napping! Corner given.
well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Koundé. And here's Iniesta. Thuram. Eze did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Hernes has found the net here, of course. He'll try to keep this alive. No way through there. Hernes. And it's Iniesta.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's burst through. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Costa Curta cuts it out. Albert Ferrer. I think we're just about done here. He's in a great position here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Threads one in. Son Heung-min picks it up out wide. Shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Substitution on the field. Number 8. Iniesta.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Xabi Alonso. Number 24.
Oh, poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Number 10.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And here's Suarez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. Adams gets it away. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ajax with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar plays it short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Vinicius Junior. And he's had it nicked away. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. All perfectly measured that. Adams cuts it out. Quality ball. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Aims beyond the defence. That is a brilliant interception. That's going to go a long way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Neymar. Always onto this. De Bruyne is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Baresi cuts out the pass, and it's Neymar. That's really well cleared. De Bruyne proves too strong. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Koundé attempts a clearance. He's in a great position here. The ball has bounced loose now. And that has been clubbed away. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Just a
Any
quick
strong
reminder
opinions on the
today,
first
please
half?
refrain
Well,
from
simply put,
talking
Peter,
outside
they
this
haven't been
stadium.
good enough to
Thank you
trouble
very
the
much for your
opposition.
cooperation.
They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substitution for Ajax, number 9, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field is number 18.
That gets things going for the second half.
Substitution in progress.
So neither side has yet broken through. It's a good run down the right. Ajax applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. There's a no-nonsense tackle. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Lampard is someone with real dynamite in his boot. Just the goalkeeper to beat. He's got away, and the shot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so...
He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Owen. Oh, super find. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's been cut out, well played. Now he's off and running. Neymar. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an...
Son Heung-min! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Bangladesh really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Oh, that's a key interception. Cannavaro goes forward. And it's Cannavaro.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar, that is a great pick out. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Picked out brilliantly. He's having a go. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Number 23, El Hadj Diouf. Number 10, De Bruyne. Number 17, Conte. Coming on the field, number 20,
And it's Son Heung-min.
Number 14,
Lampard going full tilt down the right-hand side.
11,
Showing
Beckham.
good feet.
There will be 3 minutes added
Lampard.
time.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Tries to play it through. There's no flag. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the
Hello,
stadium,
everybody,
and the
and
players on the
welcome
pitch
to
are
today's
raring to
match.
go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Floated through. He's had a shot! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. What a throw in. And he welcomes it in, tries a shot! It's in! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Can he get it through? And that's put paid to a promising move. Luis Suarez! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And that could well leave a mark. And that has been clubbed away. Nicked it back promptly. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he shoots! He's got a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Xabi Alonso. He's on it, can he get away? He steps in, and into that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Knocks it into space. Adams makes the interception.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And there is the half-time whistle. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Engages and forces him off the ball. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Adams. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Well, that pass isn't the best. Davids. Looking to play him in. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. Well, that looks a decent ball. Gravenberg has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. He's found a way through. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, nicely intercepted. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's heaved it away. And they're back on the ball again. Koundé. Played back in. Davids clears. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to clear it.
Bangladesh clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Lampard. Great ball, and he's in here. He's found some space. He's having a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Messi! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Zanetti. Gravenberg.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, that is a decent chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. There was no getting to that, and that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, what is your interpretation of the likely formation here?
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
Eze looking to penetrate opposition lines. Koundé charging forward down that flank. That'll be a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to... Big header! That's a decent clearance. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 2 then. Adams getting this one clear. Looking for options for movement. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Corner number 3 coming up. He rises! He can get that clear. That's a look and place it forward. Danger averted for now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nicked it back promptly. That's a decent clearance. And it's Eze. Still goalless at the moment. Eze. Fernandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Ward-Prowse. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. There could be trouble here. Good chance here! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Yeah, well, they were
He's having a go. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Costa Curta. Great vision. Now it's Luis Suarez.
There they go, hunting again.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Played into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he's straight offside. It's a searching pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Xabi Alonso did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Eze. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And
There
it's
will be
been
3
shifted off
minutes
it.
added time.
Luis Suarez knocks it out wide. That's a cute ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez with the cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Paris. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again.
Bangladesh really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Ward-Prowse. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Ward-Prowse is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly...
Shot, surely! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Searching passes played there. Held by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Oh,
and he's
really
found
well
the way
played.
past. That's good running with the ball. Good take, and is he in? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Batistuta. Casemiro. And this is Son Heung-min. Now that is a hefty challenge.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Lampard. Son Heung-min. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Eze. Oh, that's delightful.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Batistuta. Son Heung-min. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, efforts... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
I've always been a fan of Giovanni.
Oh, shooting chance! Deftly away. Looking to play him in. Now he's got space here. Cleared away. Now it's Villa. And it's lofted through here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for the run. Koundé with the clearance. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Villa. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the shot! Goal! Al Hilal! And Al Hilal are in front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And here's Suarez. Now that looks a decent chance! Oh, it's hit the post! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Luis Suarez. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That'll be a throw. And here's Suarez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's through here. Oh, that's a key interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Xavi Alonso, and it's Iniesta. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That has earned a reprieve for the time being, and that has been clubbed away. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it is clear to see that he is Son Heung-min!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. Adams with the clearance. And the through ball. Oh, super ball! He's got away! Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Well played, important challenge that. And he's there to get it away. Al Hilal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Adams, taken back almost at once. That's a little off target. Messi, and it's been played through. And that has been cleared. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Howson is there to clear.
Bangladesh really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And no, that was never going to make it.
Al Hilal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Xavi Alonso. Quality ball. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Son Heung-min. He can get that clear. Referee's given a throw. Showing great feet there. That is good strength. That's a throw. Oh, terrible pass. Now, can they get him away? And he's straight offside.
Bangladesh really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Aimed beyond the defence. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for move. Good chance here!
Minutes has been indicated.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That has been slung wide. And it's played into the middle. Tries to get it clear. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Iniesta.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Real chance! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Howson is there, and he can pick it up. And he thumps it clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great vision, and that is expertly dealt with. And he's quick to get it clear again. Pinches it off him. So that could spell trouble. It's gone out for a throw-in. And they've got a throw. And it's Caicedo. Now, can they get him away? Caicedo. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's burst through. Can he finish? Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Takes a shot! They've scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Neymar. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0.
There will be 1 minute
Now it's Neymar. Adams makes the interception. Cleared away. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I'd like to draw your attention to the
Reflections
screen
on the
right
first
now for
half?
information
Well, I'm a
on
little
our
bit
shuttle
worried
bus
for them
service.
and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Bangladesh definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early...
Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Searching pass he's played there. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Caicedo.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Xavi Alonso. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear.
Neymar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 5. Johan
Barcelona
Cruyff.
choosing to
Number
make the first
13,
change.
Filippo Inzaghi. Number 11, Neymar.
Koundé.
Number 8, Raul.
Oh, it's
Number
Batistuta.
25,
Nicely weighted
Caicedo.
ball. He's in a great position
On the
here.
field,
Oh, it's a
number
clear
21,
foul, and the referee's got a decision to
number
make.
4,
And the referee has given a free kick
number
just
22,
outside the box.
De Bruyne. Number 27, Serginho.
Red card.
Number
Has
16,
been given a
Rodri.
red card for the denial of a clear goal-scoring. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed
After
so
69
smoothly.
minutes,
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
A case now of complete control. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. That's an imaginative pass. And this is Lewandowski. Son Heung-min. Now it's Neymar. Cannavaro. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hernes. He's through here. Shot could be on. And the shot! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And now he has 2. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Hernes has a shot! Oh, belter! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
It's become a case of men against boys. He's found a way through. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. And he seemed certain to get the sixth. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hoeneß gets into some space. Hoeneß. And he's following up! No mistake! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either.
And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Son Heung-min taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong.
Shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that was vital. Ambitious ball here. Howson gets across to intercept that. And here's Iniesta. Shot, surely! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Xabi Alonso wins the duel this time. Neatly clipped into space. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's intervened well there. Pressing high and with purpose. He's shifting through the gears here. Knocks it into space, and that could set him on his way. Koundé clears it away. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's a shade optimistic. And that has been clubbed away. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's there to make the challenge. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Neymar.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Played into space. Rijkaard. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Koundé. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Substitution on the field.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Number 20, El Hadj Diouf. Number 9, Suarez. Number 8, Iniesta. Number 7, Fernandez. Number 14,
And we're off again.
Xabi Alonso.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Number 21, Batistuta. Number 10,
That is good pressure,
Messi.
just hounded him off it.
35,
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Done delicately. Zanetti. Salah. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's gone loose. Just coming up to the hour mark. And Batistuta! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Zanetti. And it's Bellingham. Great vision. Mohamed Salah. Bellingham. He's picked his way through. And this is Neymar. He's found... And the shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Great defending, strong and determined. Can he get on the end of this? Big chance! Must Batistuta! No mistake! And they've got their lead back.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And Cruyff! And he hits the net! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He came in hard, very hard.
4 added minutes has
I think
been
we
indicated.
might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Neymar! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to...
And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that.